Hello, everybody. As you can tell by the title, I watched Charlie Kirk's memorial yesterday, and I'll tell you, I thought I knew who Charlie Kirk was just from some brief interaction. In other words, I had seen maybe one of the videos where he was doing one of his campus things under a tent, and he was answering people that were coming to him with differing views and opinions than what he had. And I was very impressed with the guy. I thought he was extremely knowledgeable and handled himself calmly, dealing with others, not judgmental, not yelling. And I just looked at him as a basic political pundit. Whew, boy, that was all probably true, but just a very small part of the story. What I learned by watching that very long memorial and what made me cry is probably best summed up in what his wife said about him. And I am going to include a link in here that is to just that. Well, the link will bring you right to that section where her speech is. And I told my wife after rewatching that one this morning that if you really want to know truly what a man is and he's married, ask his wife, because then you'll know. Charlie Kirk was asked at one point what he wanted to be remembered for if something would happen. And he said, "I want to be remembered for courage for my faith. That would be the most important thing. The most important thing is my faith." And again, that's something I learned about Charlie last night from listening to his wife, from listening to the many other people that he had. Charlie actually texts out devotionals every morning to a bunch of people. It's actually something I do. But I have a feeling he was doing it to a lot more people than I do. And he probably was doing it to people of bigger notoriety than I do. But it doesn't matter. The point is, of what I learned was that he's not so much a political pundit as he is a man of God, a man of great faith, a Christian, a follower of Jesus, who tries to shine his light like Jesus in dealing with others, and who got active politically because he believes that that's what it takes to have one nation under God, and that the United States has the best possibility of being the best place and best nation under God as long as people get up and do something about it. And so he aligned himself with that party that he feels does the best, and that president, who he currently feels does the best job of that right now. I learned a lot about Charlie, and I think he was doing what Jesus asked us all to do. And I do believe if there was ever a chance for a revival in this country of people to get back to Jesus and what Jesus would do, Charlie's death might have just done it. I saw things I've never seen before. Supposedly there were more people watching his memorial than JFK or Martin Luther King. I saw probably almost a dozen speakers get up there that were high-figure political people. And every single one of them talked about mostly their faith. You just don't see that these days. Charlie's bringing out something in people that I hope will border and reach both sides of the fence. It has appeared to me that a lot of people on the left have gotten out of control, out of hand on the left. Obviously, some have to the point where they killed Charlie Kirk because of fear, I think, of his growing popularity. He actually, I didn't realize it at the time, but he actually had a big part to do with why Trump got elected, because he swayed so many young college students to the right because of his beliefs and everything and his faith. that actually caused an insurgence of young votes to go towards Trump. Nobody on the right is yelling at people on the left. I will tell you that. So that's where he sees his Jesus alignment on the right. Charlie Kirk's wife honestly, heartfelt forgave the guy who shot her husband that she loved. People, we all need to start acting more like Jesus. Get rid of the hate. Get rid of the condemnation. Get rid of the judgment. I hope somebody hears this and deeply gives it some thought. The only thing we should be sharing is love and acceptance and forgiveness for each other. God knows we've all needed it for ourselves. Now turn around and show it to your neighbors, please. God bless you all. I hope this helps, and I hope it does start a revival that does not stop. Have a blessed day, week, month, year. You know what? Have a blessed life and share it with somebody.